Hello everyone, Charles Watts here, the Arsenal correspondent at Goal, joining you from Goodison Park. Way up in the gods here at Goodison, right at the back of one of the famous old stands at this ground. And both sets of teams are out there warming up in front of me. I will flip the camera in a minute so you can have a look at what I am seeing, but I'm sure you've probably seen the team news already. Big news for Arsenal, no Aubameyang. The captain is out with a calf problem. And so, yeah, big news here at Goodison. No Aubameyang, obviously coming off the goal we scored last time out. Kind of hope that was going to give him some confidence and kick on and kick-start this season. That's been faltering badly for him, really, but now he's injured. It's a big blow for Arsenal. And the big surprise, well, I'm not sure if you call it a big surprise, but Lacazette doesn't come in to replace him. Eddie Nketiah keeps his place, so he's up front in a front three of Nketiah, Willian and Pepe. So not exactly the most prolific of forward lines for Arsenal here. Big blow to that. Other news, David Luiz comes in for the suspended Gabriel. Lacazette is on the bench. Gabby Martinelli's on the bench, which is good to see. His first time back in a matchday squad since his injury. Well, that's good to see. Whether we'll see him in the second half remains to be seen. I'll run through the teams in case you haven't seen it yet. So it's Bernd Leno in goal, Tierney, Rob Holding. Rob Holding is captain, by the way, and David Luiz, Maitland-Niles, and actually, I'm just going to read through it on how this looks on the team sheet for you. So it's Leno, Tierney, Saka, Ceballos, Willian, Maitland-Niles, Holding, Pepe, Luiz, El Neni and Nketiah. So you're looking at a back three, I would say. No, back four. Sorry, it's actually the first time I've been actually looked properly at the team sheet. I've been doing so much work since I got here and finding out what's going on with Aubameyang that I haven't actually really looked at how Arsenal are going to set up today. But presuming the fact that Bellerin's on the bench, that Maitland-Niles is going to be on the right again. It looks like. So yeah, so back three of Tierney, Holding and Luiz, and then you're probably going to have Saka left wing back, AZ Maitland-Niles right wing back, El Neni and Ceballos in the middle, and then the front three of Pepe, Willian and Eddie Nketiah. The bench for Arsenal is Runarsson, Bellerin, Lacazette, Suarez, Mustafi, Willett, Kolasinac, Smith-Rowe and Martinelli. So yeah, big blow to Arsenal that, losing Aubameyang. They're not going to be happy about that. And then the Everton team, Pickford, Holgate, Keane, Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin, Sigurdsson, Mina, Decore, Iwobi, Godfrey, Davis. So no James Rodriguez, he doesn't quite make it after that injury he's had recently. The subs are Olsen, Lascelles, two goalkeepers on the bench for Everton, 9 subs, remember, this weekend, starting Kenny, Tosun, Nkunku, Barnard, Coleman, Gordon and Branthwaite. So not the ideal start for today night for Arsenal, having no Aubameyang. Injured in training, was training yesterday, and I will flick this over now so you can see what I can see. I'll lower the camera so you can actually see, because we're right up in the stands. I have to. It's at such an angle. I'm going to have to actually hold the camera, hold the tripod, so it's going to be a bit shaky. I apologise. So that's the Arsenal team out, Everton out training, warming up over there. And as you can see, we do have fans here today, 2,000 of them in the Gladys Street end, which is going to make for a good atmosphere here. Hopefully, certainly a better atmosphere than normal without the fans, and they'll make a decent old racket in here as they always do, even though there's only 200. A lot of you saying you wish Balogun was at least on the bench. Yeah, it's a shame, but he was playing. He scored the winner for the under-23s yesterday, so he was never going to play today. In second place, we got him at 1878, and in first place, with 57. It's going to be a big blow not having Gabriel today, I think. We know that Calvert-Lewin, we know how strong he is in the air. We know what Everton are going to do. Try and get him in and around the penalty area, as they always do. Him and Richarlison, so good, that link up, and I think Arsenal are going to certainly lack Gabriel's presence in the air. David Luiz needs a big game tonight. Interesting that Holding is captain and not Luiz. Nice finish from Pepe there in the warm up. Could do one of those today. Eddie sticks one away. Big opportunity here for Eddie. You know, big big show of faith from Arteta in him, not starting Lacazette, going with Nketiah again. Willian just absolutely skies one. Pocket asking when my transfer news show is starting. Once the window opens, Pocket, I will start doing some more regular transfer updates if I get them, that is. And I have to say at the moment I'm not expecting too much in the January transfer window, but you never know. Arsenal might change their stance. The plan was certainly to wait until the summer and really go again in the transfer market, but given where they are in the Premier League at the moment, and that might change their mind a little bit. It might force them into doing something they perhaps would have preferred to do in the summer. See if I can zoom in a little bit more. One sec. It is sad that Arsenal missed out to Bosley. I thought he would have been a very good signing, but I think unfortunately when you play for Salzburg and Leipzig want you, then there's only one place you're going to end up. Really, that's how it kind of works with a Red Bull. With a Red Bull link up. I think it's about 25, 30 odd players have made that move now between the Red Bull clubs. Someone asking why put all the journos behind the column. If you look where the journos are, look, we're spaced out the whole way along the stand here. Normally we're just in the press box, tiny little press box here at Goodison. One of the most uncomfortable press boxes you can get, but with the COVID era we're spaced out across the entire stand, so it's unavoidable really with one of these old stadiums that you're not going to have posts in the way blocking your view at some point. All things Arsenal saying, can you journos shout? Well, we're not supposed to, but I have to admit sometimes I get a little bit carried away when it comes to Arsenal and have to try and control myself. I think always remember the one moment when I really lost it in a press box was the FA Cup semi-final, Arsenal versus Manchester City. Not the one just gone, but the previous one a few years back when Wenger was in charge and Monreal equalised after Aguero, I think it was Aguero, had put Man City in front. And Oxlade-Chamberlain whipped that cross in and Monreal volleyed it in at the back post. And I was in the Manchester City end actually, because there's two press boxes at Wembley, and I was at the City end. And I absolutely forgot what I was doing, forgot where I was, totally lost my professionalism and screamed out in celebration when Monreal scored the equaliser. Someone asking about, is Leno carrying an injury? I'm not sure. He's had his arm strapped, hasn't he, for a few games now. I don't think it's anything serious if he is. Colin talking about Saliba there. Today would have been a perfect introduction of Saliba. I'm not sure you throw Saliba straight into the Premier League against Calvert-Lewin when he hasn't played for 4 or 5 months. I think everyone's waiting for Saliba to suddenly come into the team. I think you're going to be disappointed. From what I hear, I don't think he's very close to getting in this Arsenal team. So I think a much more likely option is he'll head out, leave the club in January on loan, and come back again in the summer and see what the summer holds for him. But I don't think we're going to be seeing Saliba this season. I'd be very surprised. Darwin asked, do you think Martinelli will come on? I don't think the plan was for him to play in this. He was definitely planned to play in the 23s last night. I'm guessing whatever's gone on with Aubameyang has changed that, and that's why Martinelli didn't play for the 23s and has travelled up here to be on the bench today. But so I don't think the plan was for him to play today. I'm guessing whatever's happened to Aubameyang has kind of changed the plans a little bit, and that's why Martinelli's been included in the squad. So look, he might come on, but I imagine that given his fitness issues, that they're not going to want to take any risks with Martinelli, and you'll probably see Lacazette come on before him in the second half if he's bringing on forwards. Mauricio asking why is Orba not playing. It's a calf injury for Aubameyang. Must have been picked up in training yesterday because he did train. Cameron said, do you think Willian should be starting ahead of Willock in the central attacking role? I'm not sure he's going to be in the central attacking role. I think he'll probably be out wide. I think it's going to be a back three. It's going to be a 3-4-3 and Willian will be out wide. I don't think he's going to be playing at number 10. Shooting practice down here now. Nice finish from Eddie. Pepe now. Rolls it in. People asking about when does Partey return. Not sure, to be honest. I don't think we'll see him for a few games. He's not training yet or anything like that. Oh, lovely finish from El Neni. I'd still be surprised if we see Partey in December, to be honest. I think we'll probably have to wait till January to see him next. I think it was nearly a month he was out with it last time, and given this has flared up again, they're not going to take any risks and rush him back. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's January until we see Partey again. I know a fair few of you there talking about Emile Smith-Rowe. I'd love to see Smith-Rowe play more. I think he's got everything that Arsenal need at the moment in terms of the attributes. Yes, he's young, yes, he's untested, but I'd love to see Emile Smith-Rowe playing more in that number 10 role. I do, though, kind of like Arsenal going back to a 3-4-3 system at the moment. I think once Partey got injured, that I'm not sure Arsenal got the players in midfield to play a back four. I think they have to have an extra central defender and go back to the 3-4-3 that they used last season. And that kind of takes away Smith-Rowe a little bit because he's not going to be playing in the number 10 role, and I wouldn't really call him a winger. So I think that's probably why he's not playing. More people asking about Aubameyang. You obviously haven't heard it. Aubameyang, he's out with a calf injury. Lots of people asking about Saliba. Like I said, if you obviously didn't hear it earlier on, that I just don't think I wouldn't be expecting to see Saliba this season. I'm afraid, guys. From what I hear, I don't think he's very close to being in these Premier League squads. So I think there's much more likely option that he will go out on loan in January and then come back in the summer, and they'll decide what to do with him then. But I don't think he's very close to making it into this Premier League side. So I wouldn't be expecting him to play if I were you. Anonymous asking about if Balogun registered in the Prem. Balogun can play in the Prem because he doesn't need to be registered because he's under 21, so he absolutely can play. JZ gifts and Pepe main man. Do you think he should shine? I hope he shines. JZ, this is the exact sort of game that Arsenal bought him for, especially with Aubameyang out. You want your big players to step up, and Pepe is a big player with a big price tag, so he needs to step up. So hopefully he does shine. Curtis says, do you think Ozil will leave in January? No, I don't. I think Ozil will leave at the end of the season, at the end of his contract. I'd be very surprised. Given what he said previously, given what his agent consistently says, I'd be very surprised if Ozil leaves in January. I think he'll certainly stay to the end of the season. Arsenal players now heading off back to their changing room here at Goodison. They come out of different areas, so Arsenal heading off over that direction. Everton, when they go off, will head down the normal tunnel down there. That's how it works in these COVID era times. People asking about Buendia. I'm not sure about Buendia in January. I know Arsenal have watched Buendia for a long, long time. He's a player they like the look of, but I don't think there's ever been anything formal with Buendia. There's certainly not been any bids or anything like that made. They know his agent. They know him well. It's the same agent as Emi Martinez, so they've got a good relationship with his agent. And Buendia obviously is going to be interested in the move to the Premier League if it comes around in January. But I haven't heard anything to say that Arsenal are definitely going to make a move for Buendia in January. So we'll have to wait and see. He's a very good player. I really like him. I'm surprised he stayed at Norwich this season. I thought someone in the Premier League would snap him up, but whether that will be Arsenal, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens in January. But I can't give any information of my own to say that's definitely going to happen or anything like that, because I just haven't heard it. But he's certainly a player that they like. Right, Arsenal headed in now. I'm just going to put the tripod down again. Hold on. Right, I'm going to head off now, guys. Thank you very much for watching. The players have gone in now, so I don't think you probably want to look at my ugly face much more. So I'm going to head off now. Everton players getting a good reception there from the home support. Like I said, 2,000 of them in here today, making a good noise. So we'll have a decent atmosphere in here, which will be good. A big game for Arsenal. They need to turn it on. No Aubameyang, going to be a big blow. Someone's going to have to step up in his absence. Hopefully, one of the front line of Willian, Nketiah and Pepe can do just that. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Wherever you're watching around the world, sit there in front of your TVs, cross your fingers, and let's hope for an Arsenal win. 3 points very much needed. Come on, you Gunners. Speak to you soon.